How's it going, guys? Brian back with the pickup video. February has been absolutely awesome to me. I may even have to make this a two-part pickup video. Between some trades, some local events, some local stores, savers, and things like that, I've added about 70 or more games to my collection, as well as a few box items and a few cool accessories. If you want to stay tuned, you can see what stuff I added to my collection. Alright guys, so this is going to be no certain order of when I pick stuff up. I'm just trying to break this up so it can have a little bit of excitement between each video. The first thing I'm actually going to be going over is some eBay pickups. First thing I do with eBay is I'm going to give you guys a tip. You probably follow this, but if you don't, best really way to kind of score some items on eBay is to, when you search for anything, you know, wherever it is you're looking for, Nintendo, video games, PlayStation, Game Boy, things like that, buy it now, newly listed. Yes, you're going against multiple people out there who are doing the same exact thing, but it works. I was very fortunate last 2 weeks. It's worked very well for me. I've added some really cool items to my collection. Another tip is if you are buying something at a very good price from one person, it is always possible that they may add more games to their, what's it called, shop front, if you want to call it that. Storefront, I should say. So I will go into a little story about something, but the first thing I'm going to talk about is a few Game Boy games I grabbed. This stuff one sell for $10, a copy of Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan, WWF Superstars, and Amazing Spider-Man. $10 for all three. All very great games. I've actually been playing these quite a bit, especially the Turtles game. Plays very well in the Retron. Another pickup, nothing too spectacular. I think this was $6 or $8 altogether. I'd have to check. But it's 3 Game Boy Advance games, a few manuals, and 1 Game Boy game. They actually all did come with the little plastic covering cases, if you want to call them that. First is a copy of Cool Spot. Second is Cabela's Big Game Hunter. And let's see, Pinball Tycoon. And last is Crazy Chase. I know he's like a Kid Clown, and Crazy Chase is a game on Super Nintendo, so I did recognize that. And like I said, a few of them did come with manuals, and they did come with little cartridge protectors. That was either $6 or $8, but you know, $2 each game, or even less, $1.50 each game, really isn't a bad deal. But now let me go back into a story. So I found on eBay 2 games at an extremely good price, where the price of the 1 game alone is equivalent to what I paid for both. So the first things I got was a copy of Breath of Fire 3 and a copy of Breath of Fire 4. These combined were only $30 shipped. I did, you know, pay attention to the seller's storefront and see if they had anything else. So good thing I did, because not that I really want to say I lowballed them. Technically, I guess I did. But really, it doesn't hurt to offer something or make an offer on eBay. You know, it's up to the seller to really decide, hey, do I want to sell that or not? So I saw a copy by the seller of Wild Arms 1 without the manual and without the artwork, and a copy of Wild Arms 2 complete. It just needs a new case. They had this for $30, and I just said, let's offer him $15. Like, I don't know what the game was actually worth at the time. I just know I heard of it, and I've been looking to try to get into RPGs, and they accepted it. So for $15 for these 2 games, I could not be any more happier. Another thing I ended up grabbing was listed for $25 was a copy of Final Fantasy VII, also noted as best offer. So I said, 10. Let's offer him 10. I don't really care for Final Fantasy VII. I've actually never played it. Never really had the intentions to, but like I just said in this previous spot, is that I really want to try to get into RPGs, and I hear so much good stuff about Final Fantasy VII, and the copy I do have has a broken disc 1, or just 2 scratch. This one's super clean. It's complete with the manual. They wanted 25, I offered 10, and she did accept. So eBay was very good to me. I do have a few more games on the way, but nothing spectacular. More so games that I'm just really excited to kind of get back into playing that I've had when I was younger. The next thing I'm going to be going over is going to be some games I got from a trade event. Alright, so now I'm going to be going over some stuff I picked up at a trade event. It's hosted by Retro Games Plus. It's called Congo. Basically, anyone who's interested can go. You bring stuff you want to trade. They have tables set up. You can bring your own small table. Trade and sell and buy even at the local store while you're there. They do offer 15% off while the event's going on, and it was extremely fun. Like, I was amazed with how many people were there. I drove an hour and 45 minutes to get there, and it was worth every minute. So the first things I want to go over is that while they were there, or while the event was going on, is the store was offering 15% off everything in store. So you guys know I'm going for my complete Master System set, so I grabbed a copy of Great Basketball. This was $6, but actually I was only charged $3 for it. And Walter Payton Football, this was $18. Combined, I think I only paid $17 for both of those. I can't be any more happier because they are complete, and it puts me one step closer to my complete Master System set. The next thing I ended up grabbing was off of, I believe his name is Colton, for $10, even though they're both marked 5 and 8. Was a copy of Arkanoid for NES, which I've been playing on my phone quite a bit. NES didn't hold up too well. I wish I had the controller for it. And Here's My Magic for Game Boy Color. I love this on PC. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time. But $10 for both those. That was a really good deal. I ended up trading my boxing manual for Super Smash Bros. N64 for 2 controllers. First one's a gold one, and the other one is the, I think, Extreme Green is what it's called. I don't collect box games too much. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but it's whatever to me. I'd rather have both of these because you can never have too many N64 controllers. They both need stick replacements, but I knew that going into it, and I'd rather have these than the box. On top of that, I did grab a few memory cards for PS2, because if you guys do remember, I did grab a PS2. I needed memory cards, so I grabbed 2 of these for $5 combined, so I really can't complain about those either. And last thing is a purchase I got, $50 off Corey. You guys probably know him as Corey Zamier or Collecting with Corey on YouTube. By far, one of the most coolest dudes I have ever met in the retro community. I started talking to him way before YouTube, or before I started YouTube, and anything like that. He's just super cool. When I even contemplated getting into YouTube about a little over a year and a half ago, he was more than willing to even make a video with me or show me the ropes and things like that. Yeah, he hooked me up with 13 games. Actually, it was technically 12 games for $50, and then he just gave me one for free because I was going to buy it, but I wanted to bundle it with something, but I couldn't find anything to bundle it with, so he just said, take it, man, it's all yours. Check him out on YouTube. It's Collecting with Corey. I'll put a link in the description below for his channel. But like I said, he is super cool, and he hooked me up. So the first game we got is Dino City. I have never heard of this. It looks like I just need to tighten the screws on this. Copy of Power Moves. This game looks pretty awesome, but we can never judge a label anymore. Copy of Troddlers. This needs a mouse, which I have, and I actually can't wait to actually play this. Unfortunately, I haven't looked up any gameplay footage, but I can only imagine how crazy that game's going to be. Copy of Lord of the Rings Volume 1. Beethoven. I remember watching this movie as a kid. I don't know how they made it into a video game, but I can only find out. Tecmo Super Bowl. I like it on NES, so I'm really curious how this plays on Super Nintendo. Copy of Tournament Fighters. NBA Hang Time. I've been looking for this for quite some time. I can never find it for some reason, and I kind of prefer this over NBA Jam. Copy of Spin Dizzy World, a game I've never heard of. Ultraman. Dungeon Master. He told me I need the manual for this in order to understand the game, so I'll have to definitely look for that if I ever go to play it. Copy of Space Ace. And a copy of Dragon's Lair. And last one was a copy of Lunar Pool, which he threw in for free. Again, thank you so much, Corey. Thank you so much for hooking me up with all these games. A lot of these are very uncommon titles. They're very inexpensive titles, but you just don't really see them anymore. So I'm able to hopefully hit my goal of 300 Super Nintendo games very soon. So to wrap up this video, I'm going to go over a small purchase I did through someone on a Facebook group, as well as some stuff I ended up getting from Savers at a very good price. So I found a Facebook group. My friend Eric hooked me up with a copy of Jurassic Park for Super Nintendo, as well as Super Mario Bros. 3 for Game Boy Advance. As I said, I've been playing a lot of Game Boy games on my Retro, and they're very fun to play through that. He hooked me up with, for both those games for $10 shipped. And now into the Savers items. I actually just got this today, and today is the 23rd. I'm recording this video very late. PS2 controller is only $1.99. I got my PS2 not too long ago, and I only had one DualShock 2 controller, so I wanted to grab another one while they were cheap. And I grabbed some games as well. You'll never know really what you're going to walk into when you go to Savers. This was, I think it was like set up like this. This was $5.99, I want to say. I was like, oh, okay, Madden, who cares? Like, Madden I never really was a fan of. NBA Shootout, whatever. But I love NBA Street. I had this on GameCube when I was younger, and I played the living crap out of this game. It was so much fun, and I've been playing this game non-stop. I don't even know how far I'm into it now. I probably put almost 2 hours into it this week. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a lot to some people, but to me that is quite a bit. This game is outrageous. I want to grab the rest, like NHL hits, NFL Street. I want to grab the first one to this, or even whatever other ports they have. For some reason though, these games are absolutely fantastic. If you can find them for $5, I highly recommend them. I know people tend to pass up on sports titles like these for, you know, $5, but if it's an NBA Street game, I would highly recommend it. This was another very odd purchase. So I was at Savers and they had a bag of Wii games marked for $4.99. You guys can see that hopefully. I was a little hesitant about it because I just didn't care, because the first thing I saw was a copy of Wii Fit. That's cool, and what am I gonna do with it? I noticed behind it was Super Mario Galaxy. I bought it because I was like, oh cool, Super Mario Galaxy, like $5, that's a steal, and I've been wanting to play that. I never had a Wii growing up, and I never really got into the Wii exclusive games, so I just screwed us by it. Didn't realize that, if you guys notice, Super Mario Galaxy is actually sealed. So $5 for 2 games, Wii Fit, I don't know what I'm gonna do with. If anyone wants it, just ask me. Might be a cool Wii case, I have no clue. This I actually am going to be cracking open because I really want to start playing it. But yeah, so $5 for 2 games was a steal. I go back a few days later and I see this in their case. I already took the sticker off. It was $24.99. You can tell this is from Savers because they wrap their controllers up like this, and their AC adapters, they're cool brown stick elastic bands. Also had the RFU adapter to it. That was a cool $24.99. I didn't even look at it. It looks clean, but I was like, this is a good deal. I purchased it, take it home with me, and then I go look inside, and I was like, huh, wow, there's actually a game in here. Let's see what it is. Wow, oh my god, Super Mario Bros. 3. Such a steal in the end for this. I'm super happy to have it. Probably it's gonna hook someone up with this who needs an NES, or so, like maybe a friend who wants to get into playing retro video games. I'm definitely not gonna flip it because I just don't care to. I just want to hook, give it to someone that, really needs an NES or that wants to get into retro gaming, so I can kind of share my hobby with them. But overall, it was a very good part 1 of my pickups. I got some really cool items. You saw that I was able to add some Master System games, some really cool eBay games I got on eBay, and a bunch of other odds and ends. But now I'm just going to go over a really quick story, actually. So, I never thought, you guys actually see me wear my Co-op Collector hoodie quite a bit. I wear it a lot. Like, yes, I mean, people wear hoodies a lot. Sometimes they wear my coats. I probably wear mine, one out of every 2 times I go out or whatever. But it's really cool to see, because I went to Target the other day and someone asked me what the Co-op Collector was. And I told him what my channel was, what I did, and he asked me what kind of games I play. I said, old school retro games. And then out of nowhere, I find this person who likes my page, and I'm like, this is so cool. Like, my hoodie actually did something. It actually drew attention to, like something on my hoodie. Like, I think it might be the Contra season on the back or whatever, or the YouTube logo. Who knows? But it drew someone's attention. They looked me up on YouTube by remembering it without me even giving them a card, and I thought that was really, really neat. Actually happening again today, so I think that grabbing the hoodie was actually pretty cool in the end. Yes, I did pay, like, I don't know how much it was for it, but regardless, the fact that people are paying attention to it, it's drawing attention, and people are looking me up on YouTube, subscribing, liking my videos, commenting, it means a lot to me. So if any of you have, or any of you guys who do watch my videos, found me through self-promoting, thank you so much. It really means a lot that you've actually noticed it. But if you guys like my pickups from part 1, definitely check out part 2. It's going to be out on Tuesday. This video is going to be posted on Friday. I do apologize for the delay on a pickup video. It has been super hectic, and I've been adding tons of awesome things. And if you did like this video, I highly recommend checking out part 2. It is even better than this. There's so many cool box items, so many amazing games I've added to my collection, and a whole bunch more. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, definitely do that so you can check out future content. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and have a great week hunting.